Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce, and we're in high spirits because last night we killed it. Went 2-0 in the NFL game, even hit the Utah State plus 24 bet in college football. Was a clean sweep in football for the Sauce Network, but we're putting that to the side because we got a loaded college football Saturday. We actually have some good games tonight too, starting in a couple hours, so I'll keep you posted how we do on those. But a loaded Saturday, and I got a nice Big Ten matchup for you here. Iowa, Michigan, let's go.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, Michigan on the road at Iowa here. The line opens Hawkeyes plus 10.5. And early on, we got a pros versus Joes game here. Public is on Michigan, sharps are on Iowa. This is as of Tuesday morning. Yo, check this out though. So there's no real significant changes in the action. The sharp money is definitely still leaning towards Iowa. Books are bouncing this line around a little bit. It goes from 10.5 to 11. Now we're back down to 10.5. Not really significant movement there. 11's not much of a key number, but thought it was interesting. Definitely something we want to keep an eye on. All right, let's break this matchup down real quick, and I'll start with this. So check this out. The Iowa Hawkeyes are 5-1 in their last 6 home games against top 5 ranked opponents. Not covering the spread. 5-1 straight up, 5 wins, 1 loss. Let me say that again real quick. The last 6 times a top 5 team has come into Iowa, 5 of them have lost. And one of those 5 was Michigan, who was ranked number 2 at the time in 2016. It doesn't matter what's going on with this Iowa program. It doesn't matter how bad the offense is, and it's bad. We'll get to that in a second. Kinnick Stadium is just a trap spot for top 5 teams in recent history. So for everyone who's like, no way, Iowa beating Michigan would never happen, and I know there's gonna be a bunch of you saying that in the comments, it has happened. In fact, in recent history, when it comes to Iowa, it usually happens. So let's start by taking a look at the Iowa offense. This Iowa team, it's kind of a Jekyll and Hyde situation when you're talking about their offense versus their defense. We'll start with the offense, and good Lord, it's been real bad. The Iowa Hawkeye offense is 121st in the country in total yards. 121st. The only Power 5 school that has less yards than them is Boston College, and we know how they've looked this season. I can sum up the entire Iowa Hawkeyes offense with one number here. Spencer Petras' QB rating. Ready for this? It's 11.6. No, not 111.6, not 111.6, just 11.6. To be honest, I didn't even know that metric went that low. I mean, I say that tongue in cheek, but seriously, when's the last time you saw a quarterback with an 11.6 QB rating on the year? Out of the 126 eligible quarterbacks in the FBS, Spencer Petras ranks 125th in QB rating, ahead of only Joey Yellen out of Hawaii. This is a quarterback that went to the Big Ten championship game last year, an 11.6. And by the way, Hawkeye fans, it's not gonna get better. Michigan's gonna be the toughest defense you've seen all year by a pretty healthy margin. Michigan is one of the best defenses in the country. Now, on the other side of the ball, things definitely get much better for Iowa because their defense is definitely official. They've allowed just 27 points this whole season. They played 4 football games. They're allowing less than 7 points a game. JJ McCarthy had a great game at quarterback for Michigan last week, but let's be real, he's never seen it. This will be the toughest defense he's ever started a game against. He's never been in this environment before. Starting a game in Kinnick Stadium, place is gonna be loud as hell against an Iowa defense. The pressure's on JJ McCarthy in this game, that's all I'm saying. But the truth is, what does JJ McCarthy really need to do to cover this number here? I mean, I think if Michigan puts up 24 points, they probably cash a minus 10.5. I mean, this is a Michigan team that's averaging 50 points per game, and I'm asking them to score 24. Seems like a reasonable request. And now for the icing on the cake, this Michigan Wolverine team beat the brakes off of Iowa in the Big Ten championship last year, 42-3. And the truth is, I think this Michigan team is better than it was last year, and I think this Iowa team is slightly worse than it was last year. So I'm on the Wolverines. Give me Michigan minus 10.5. I'll lay the 11 if I have to. Let's go Big Blue. If anything changes with that pick, I will definitely let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you want the big Saturday tickets that I do, the bet of the day, top 7 bets, parlays of the day, underdogs of the day, if you're interested in that stuff, just head over to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app. College football Saturday, week 5 is here. Let's load up. Let's bring in some units. I'll talk to you on Twitter.